Okay, so I was up. This has been my biggest problem. I was up like 180 yesterday, and then I kept trading, and then blue hit the maximum loss of 100 or 1,000 for the day on these accounts. Basically doubled down instead of taking a loss. So I really need to come up with a plan I could stick to. I think I have that plan, but I just need to get confidence in sticking to the plan and seeing if the odds play out. Right now I'm like $300 away from stopping these accounts out. And my mom's writing tool. So I'd already have basically a plan, which I made this indicator for entries and exits. Let me turn it on a little bit. And these are, let me turn off signals. So I do have that on. Okay. It looks messy right now, but if I zoom in, it'll show. I need to make a better indicator for this. This is a strategy. So it'll show the win rate, which is it's profitable over a lifetime of the market. So it does give me confidence that if you just follow this strategy, you might even be profitable. Simply as it is. And with a little bit of human intervention, maybe you could improve on that to a large degree. But the concept is if there's two fair value gaps in any direction, that's an entry. If there's one fair value gap in the opposite direction, that's an exit. And if it goes back to the same direction with one fair value gap, that's an entry. Otherwise, it'd take two fair value gaps to enter in the opposite direction. Here. So that is the overall strategy that is going to be my exit strategy. And hopefully I could just use some common sense and market analysis that I've been developing with that to just continue to win. Now, I'm kind of curious. I'm not sure what sizing I should do. I think I need to be a little heavy, but not too heavy to get out of this hole. Otherwise, I'll just peter out. I think there is, with these funded accounts, with the fees and everything, if I was doing one contract, it's almost too little because the fee is pretty big. Pretty big percentage of the win. Market is open. We are in a downtrend. I should wait for a little bit of a pullback. 1 minute. I'm just gonna sell it.
Order filled.
I feel like, okay, we're making a lot of signs that market wants to just go down today. I've not gotten my entry, but this will probably be my entry. We got a fair value gap as long as this doesn't invert. I'm just going to enter. That is my entry point right now. We got the fair value gaps. I haven't even looked at the market. I mean, we've been going up in a big way for a while. You would think there'd be some downside. I got all bearish signals at the moment. So let me see. Are we out of a trade? I've already gotten in the trade, but this was a signal to take a long here because we had the fair value gap. We had the two fair value gaps, but obviously that didn't go that way. I'm just gonna full port basically. I'm gonna look at my 4R. I've already wicked back heavy. We could go down to 7377. That would be, how many points would that be? I don't know, 17 points, but 17 times 25. 425. Keep an eye on this though. So we do have a downward trend in the market overall. I think on probably most of the time frames. Liquidity down here at 778. Take more, get in more entries. I mean, this is really my target here. 378, 375. I'm trying to do a set and forget kind of strategy today. Okay, we have a little bit of a pullback, it looks like. We're still going down. Alright, so we had some bullish buying there, which is surprising. We still have the fair value gap holding on. Kind of taking on these lows. Get these lows here. I think we're in an uptrend now. Oh, that's in the 5 minute. And all my signals look down except for the market structure. But across what? How many time frames? So 30 minute is losing momentum. Seven, 3, 8, 1. So I think if we make a new low here, okay. So on the 1 hour, actually our last, this is not locked in yet though. Where was my last one? Oh well. This is the current, oh, it's already, that's why. So we're hoping this continues. This is kind of our last hope and prayer on this account to see what it's going to do, to see if we can dig it out of the gutter. So now I might consider getting out. This is where, I don't know, I'm really just kind of figuring out what's going to be my next addition to my strategy. I've been doing pretty good with just small trades and just taking small little wins. This is going out, so this is not good. Still don't mind my strategy as far as just like this, scalping little wins here and there, and using market structure to help guide my entries, etc.
feel like sometimes I do outperform the market. But then where I've been getting caught up is these trades that I'm doubling down and it goes the wrong way, and I have a hard time losing. So I gotta figure out how to lose gracefully. But so figuring out where that line is, and right now I'm 20 contracts in. It's crazy. Now I think the strategy would work if I had more capital, but you only have $1,000 loss limit. So I tried scaling down, but you get eaten up by the peas. So, and it also takes forever. So I think there's got to be some sort of happy medium here. Damn, a little close on that one. I'm just getting out when I have profit. Like here I'm at 37 profit, I should just get out. But I kind of wanted to take the whole trade, but I could have got out. And that's where I get a little bit caught up, is I should be taking profit. I lost my way a little bit with my strategy, because initially it started out for the first couple of months, started out real good. I think I just started shifting my strategy a little bit, and this is where I should have scaled down. I should get out of this. Scale down. I just need 20. Five contracts is good. Got a lot of sell in here, so I just want to continue. Just get out. When I see 20, that's the other thing. When I'm right on the edge there, you kind of lose the precision. We're in a downtrend on the 1 minute. This is a pretty big move down here now. I think I only have room for one double down. If I'm trading 5 contracts, then I can only double down once. And it's got to be a good one. Like looking for a fair value gap or something. This could be an entry, 7395. Wait for it to retrace a little bit. And go in it again. We got a fair value gap, which is an entry 2, so this has still got 5 minutes in this one. So I don't mind if it goes back to get this order and then come take profit once it crosses the line. goal is to like beat the market. I want to beat the market. If it makes a 20-point run down this way, I want to have 30 or 25. And to do this in any market would be a good skill to have, you know, because a lot of people are only trading certain markets, looking for certain things. But I've been kind of developing a technique that seems like you could trade in any market, and almost the choppier the better sometimes. Now I can get out at, I don't have enough room to push the button, I guess. Okay. Still got 318 on this. Can't go there. Yeah, could have taken the profit there. No. I'm gonna sell there. I want to get back over. I want to get a little bit more than that. I still think it's going to go down. I should be taking profit any chance I get. That's kind of my strategy. And now that I'm going a little bit heavier, I should just not be waiting too long. I should be just getting anything, if as long as it's profitable. 20, 40 here and there the whole day. I gotta wait to double digits though. Okay, it looks like we're going back the other way now. This is where I definitely need to take profit because it looks like it's turning around on me. We still got 135 for this fair value gap here. Hopefully it'll hold on. I'm hoping that having this hyper focus on this lower time frames will help me learn the market structure better and the way candles move, and that way on higher time frames I could kind of get an idea of what the candles are doing, because it is kind of whatchamacallit, fractal. So if you take this entry, it's okay too. That will split in half my take profit mark there. I just can't do it more than once. As soon as I get over 10 contracts, I think it's just the market can move too quick. Okay, we're in. Now we need to get out as soon as we cross over into profit. And I need to get out if we don't cross into profit, I think. We got 13 seconds left on this candle. Okay. So now we seem to be going the other way, but we're still holding on to the fair value gap. Put my buy there just in case it wicks down. And it's going the other way, and it's going the other way. We had I need to look at my exit strategy. Despite what happens, we have not created a fair value gap. We have not inverted. Okay, we're maybe gonna invert this fair value gap, but let's look at my lower time frame. Have we made a fair value gap? We have made one fair value gap. We are getting some buys. Is this gonna hold off? That's the question. Will this fair value gap hold? We're gonna wait for 2 candles to see if this is gonna hold. We've made 2 fair value gaps. That's not good. Let's see if this one inverts. We're kind of going up now. And it should be getting out. I'm gonna wait for one more 1-minute candle. That should actually be an entry to the upside. I'm losing profit as we go. Should be getting out. I'm not getting out. Why am I not getting out? This is where I have a hard time because I know price will come back down. And I don't want to lose profit while watching it go back up when I feel like it's going to come down and take this profit. However, we are steadily making more fair value gaps. We're getting really a lot of buy pressure here. We've made no attempt to come back down, but we have a lot of our bearish signals here, so I'm kind of like torn between our last fair value gap is way up here, and so I'm gonna wait for this one more candle, see what happens, and then I'll get out. I'm still in profit for the day. This is a downtrend on this 1-minute time frame. 1-minute time frame candles don't really hold up that much. They don't have much value because price inverts all the time on the lower time frames. So you really do got to look at higher time frames. This is almost an entry to take a long now because we made 2 fair value gaps. However, we're now pushing it down in a big way. I could have gotten out of that, should have gotten out of that. We're in a little heavy, but we're gonna make a fair value gap going down. I'm gonna even take this down now that I see it pushing down. I'm gonna make a fair value gap. We got big sellers stepping in. We don't even have to make a new low here. I'm gonna get out here in a little bit. I'm out. Okay, we're at 318. Scale back down. This is where I'll also make mistakes. Is I don't scale back down. Okay, we're gonna get into a sell here. Wicks down there. We gotta wait for this fair value gap to confirm in 44 seconds. $33 seconds here. We're still looking at sells here. So I think we can make a new low with this. I want to have my double downs on legitimate entries. 389. This is kind of a legitimate entry. If it takes it here. If it doesn't, that's okay too. We're still in trade here. So now we buy in. Take profit here. We got wick down. little bit, but keep my finger on the trigger if I like it. See, just based on what the actually the candle is doing. I like the wick. This could be a head and shoulders, where it just goes back up from here. I'm already in 10 contracts, so I don't know that I want to go any heavier than this. I need to look at my profits here to see if we're getting too much in the hole. We didn't make a higher, or we didn't make a new lower low. We wicked in there pretty heavy. Market structure environment wants to go down. This is kind of a pullback, but it could pull back all the way up here. In that case, I probably would blow my account if it went all the way up there. So now I've got to manage. If it makes a new high, then I think I need to get out. I think I'll have my take profit there. Or my stop loss rather. Hopefully it won't make a new low. If it wicks down a little bit, I could maybe still be in this. But at least I'm putting a limit on how much I'm gonna lose. That's, I think, what I gotta do. I gotta start putting more stop losses. Sometimes I'll put it to entry there and then it'll wick down and get a nice entry, but my problem has been not getting profit, it's been losing profit. We've not made a higher high yet. We're battling it out though, looks like we will. And if I see an entry, we've not made a fair value gap. Oh yeah, we have. We made a bullish fair value gap there. We've seen some aggressive buys step in. We made a new high on this little minor uptrend. Hopefully it'll go down now. We've inverted fair value gaps. I should actually probably get out here. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go up with it. This is an entry. I shouldn't have gone that hard with it. Went a little heavier. I forgot to adjust my. I'm out. Just get out. Let's do a little bit of profit and get out. Get back into. Okay, we got some buys up in it. Or wait a minute. Before. Oh, I need 20. So now I'm gonna look and see. This could be where it wants to reverse. I lost a little bit going up. But I got out. That's a success in my book. That's what I have not been good at doing lately, is getting out. I'm gonna buy in. I'm gonna get out. Just little wins. This might be a high, or this could be okay. We got that. Liking it so far. I'm going back up. I'm gonna go in again. Go with that. Take profit if I can. Come out just a little bit. I think when I first started this strategy a couple months ago, that's what I was doing. I was setting take profits. I was getting out of it with small losses and just trying to ride the wave a little bit. But then it developed into this doubling down thing that I kept doing, and I was successful with it many times, but then the times I wasn't, it would really, it would basically hit my stop loss or my maximum drawdown or whatever. So I'm trying to be better. Now here we're looking for a break and retest if we get close to this midline. This may be a high that we may be reacting off. It may want to go down for a little bit now. Okay, we took that high. Let's see if we want to go up more. We made a fair value gap down here. Let's see if it closes it out or if it keeps it. Okay, we see some momentum kicking in here. 398 is kind of our rejection. That's not what I wanted. I thought I answered it. Why didn't I enter? Try it again. 398 is kind of like our rejection here. This is our other high. If it rejects off the midline, okay, we got a fair value gap. It's holding or no? I'm gonna get out of it in case I need to. And so for the break and retest, I'm out. 12 more bucks. So I'm looking at if it rejects off this midline. We are getting a lot of buys going into it. I think it too, when I was betting one contract and you're getting like $7, it just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I should be more patient because it does take that to build an account, but you just want to see bigger numbers. So I think you do need to satisfy that in some way. Okay. So this, I'm gonna see if it wicks into this. We've made another fair value gap. Again, I'll just get out of it if it doesn't go the way I want. And I'll just start taking the opposite direction. But we want to see if it's going to reject off the midline of this opening range, which is the first 15-minute candle. And if it rejects off with volume, which it's kind of starting to in a way. Okay, got some momentum here. I'm gonna get out of it. Hopefully if it goes above. We did get some pushback off that midline technically. We want to see it kind of wick up to it though. See if this is a real reject or not. Let's see some profit here though. Okay, we're not getting the profit. We'll see if we invert this fair value gap. We do need to make a fair value gap to get out of a trade though. That's kind of been my rule here. But we are kind of rejecting off of, okay, we inverted that one. Okay, we're inverting that one and we're going to create one here. Wick up. We're going down again, or we're going to go up. Just like a fake out. We've had a pretty decent leg up now at this point. I still like to see it test the midline, but we might not see that. We're not going to make a fair value gap because of the wick of the previous candle there. upside potential. Not really seeing. Okay, we do get an upward trend on the 5-minute now. I want to see it. Oh, okay, come on. Finger on the button here. I want to see it take profit real quick. Okay. We're still not making fair value yet. We got some cells popping in though, that's the problem. No fair value gaps, we're still respecting this one, barely. Trying to invert it. So we're getting whipped back up. This could actually still, oh, we got 3 seconds, what happened? What's gonna happen in 3 seconds? Okay, new candle, still holding on to that fair value gap, could wick up. No fair value gaps going down on the 1 minute. Still get liquidity at this midline and above. We're not like aggressively getting pushed down, so the break and retest I don't think is there yet. I'd love to get profit out of this trade. I like the up candle. This is a nice solid up candle so far. Getting wicked down a little bit, but it's making moves. We're still in a kind of downtrend, so I do overall want to be taking sells just based on a lot of my signals here. Okay, we got a little push here. I like that, but it's getting absorbed, and now it's going down. Got a buy, aggressive buy stepping in now. It's kind of battling it out. I should maybe put a stop loss here. Okay, I'm happy that I put a stop loss. It's not something I would have done in the past. I would have put a buy order there. So we're still in profit. We're still potential taking profit. We had some aggressive buys popping in there. We had a push up. We're trying to invert this candle, but our fair value gap, but it's not. Okay, now we got an aggressive push down. Still love to see this retrace up now. I would have doubled down on this. It would have been too far. It would have been too far if I would have left it with it, because we're at higher contracts. It would have been too much. Now it looks like it's going down. We've not made a fair value gap, so I'm not going to officially get out of it manually, but it is probably going to hit the stop loss here. We're below the EMA now. Kind of wicking down. Looks like it's going to wick down. We can back up. This could get rejected. We got 10 seconds left to reject off this fair value gap, or we're going to invert it. Looks like we're going to invert it. Yeah. And we made one going down. We've gotten rid of it, so that's technically we're not going to take that. We are now pushing back up. We made kind of equal lows here. We could go all the way back up and take our profit, maybe. Maybe I could get out. Maybe I should get out. So we may make a fair value gap if this keeps pushing up. Okay, we got a little bit of extra volume in this candle, going up now. Getting whipped back down, really struggling. Really struggling. It's 15 seconds left on this candle. Just want to see it really go up into profit. We're not going to make a fair value gap up now, it looks like. Unless this shoots up more than it is now. Oh, there we go. There we go. So that was a big move. We're going to take it down now. We're going to go down. If we get a candle down, I'm just going to enter. We're seeing a big push up now. That's kind of also why I don't like stop losses. We are doing tweezer bottom here. I'm going to take entry off 398. Okay, that destroyed my profit. Look at that. Destroyed my profit. That's why I don't know. I gotta figure out a way to minimize that stop. That's why I've been liking manual exits. But I should just follow the fair value gaps because we did not make a fair value gap that held. I am going to double down on this. If I did not have a stop loss, I would still be in profit. That was just such a forceful rejection there. But it was a big push down, so we did go down with a lot of volume, so that makes me think we still may want to have a break and retest to the downside here. So that's why I do have my entry again up where the midline is, and I'm hoping we're going to go down here. Market structure on the 1 minute saying we're going down, and this is kind of like a pullback on we have the market structure shift. We are respecting so far the midline. We have a lot of mixed signals. So I don't know. Like if I was just doing my original strategy, I'd probably be up 500. That would have been an entry. Actually, I would probably have that as an entry and double down on that. But we'll see what happens here. Very narrow margins. I only got 386 of drawdown, so don't really have any room for error at this point. Still got a 66% win streak today, but my big losses are bigger than my wins. Hopefully this is some kind of like liquidity sweep before reversing down. Maybe it'll take that midline. We are seeing pushes up. See, this is where they get you. If I did not have a stop loss, I'd probably be taking profit, and I'd have probably $400 right now. Yeah, made a fair value gap going up. I'm going to double down here in a second, and then we're going to do, hopefully it rejects here. We're going to see, we got some buys stepping in here. Market structure still wants to go down. Hopefully this is liquidity sweep. I'm just going to let it run. That's the other thing I was trying to do is, okay, market structure shift, not a good thing. Getting pushed back on this midline. Did not even test it. Big push down. More volume coming in. Getting absorbed. Yeah, would have taken profit there. So that's why I don't like stop losses. I felt like, okay, you gotta have stop losses. Maybe if it's like really far down there. And but I feel like manually getting out of trades might be a little safer. And you could still instinctively just get out of a trade if you see it shoot up or whatever. But I'm kind of reorganizing my strategy. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to work for me and my style. Okay, so here we got big buys stepping in here, getting pushed back. They've not disrespected it yet on the 1 minute. If it disrespects it on the 1 minute, then we'll look to maybe see if it disrespects it on the 5 minute. We battled it out yesterday, and it did not respect the midline. We are wicking down nicely. If we invert these fair value gaps, that would be a good sign that we might be wanting to move down. Okay. I'm gonna let it run, hopefully. We inverted, we got 45 seconds to see if this holds. And we'll make a nice fair value gap here. And then we'll go for 20 points. 95, 85, 75. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, would have probably been at about $700 now if I did not have put that stop loss. But would I have gotten out of the trade when it made that trend up? That's the question. Would I have let it run so far that I would not have gotten out of it? Still in profit for the day, however. We're starting to retrace this fair value gap. We're still holding up. We got 30 seconds. Hopefully it holds. It's a little bit smaller than it was before. 1 minute wants to go down. We got a lot of bearish signals here. So my 1 minute here, we are starting to make in 35 minutes, unless this pushes down, this will turn into a bullish signal in 34 minutes. Actually, my indicator here, in order for me to get into a sell, I needed to see 2 fair value gaps, but I'm really not doing that. strategy, I'm doing the break and retest, and it already broke down, had a big push down, so I'm hoping that holds. I guess the stop loss technically would be at 704.2 if I got out of it. And this is the break and retest strategy, so you want to see if it holds that midline and then look to get it on the downtrend. If it breaks above it, then you would need to see it go above, out, retest on the midline, and then continue up. But what we want to see is it's only wick down in there. We don't want to see it close with the bottom of a candle above it and the top of it above it. Same goes for the 5 minute. So if it does on the 1 minute, maybe it'll hold on the 5 minute, and then that's another kind of validation that it might want to go down. And so we'll keep an eye on that. We have a lot of buys at the tippy top, and then we have some sells at the bottom here. So it is kind of battling it out. Then your stop loss. So this should be your basically your buy-in. You do, this is kind of a small point spread here, so you could just do point above the midline, and you do a 4-to-1, basically at the agent session low there. You kind of got like indecision, mini head and shoulders there, so hopefully it'll go down. Yeah, if you look back on my previous streams, it's like 90% days I win doing the old strategy. However, I'll be making gains and gains and gains, you know, systematically making profit, and then you'll have one runaway loss day that will wipe it out, and it won't wipe it out. It'll do what I've been doing in these 4 accounts, which is you hit your maximum daily loss limit of $1,000, even though that trade might have turned around and came around. You're hitting your maximum daily loss, and then you gotta wait till the next day. So it'll force you out of the trade that you're in, even if it would have been a successful trade. If you hit that daily loss, and to make money, you got to use leverage, really. And if you don't use leverage, then you don't get your targets. And if you do lose leverage, or use leverage, then you have a higher chance of hitting your daily loss limit. So, actually, if it goes up to this stop loss here, then I'll probably be out of the trade anyway. So that's $100. We're only a $300 drawdown for the day. So we'll just have to see what happens here. So far, it is holding, but we are making a little bit of a movement up at this point. The more time it tests that midline, the less likely it is to hold up. You kind of want to see a really clean break, retest, and then move down. It should be moving down kind of forcefully, which it did initially. That's what got me into the trade. This candle was 4,000. This candle so far has 1.38. It's not really enough volume, even though it's more volume going down. I think you want to see like above 6, probably, really, to give a clear sign that it's going down. Okay. Started going down, made a fair value gap, inverting, invert that, too bad. This is like an all or nothing move here. We're in 10 contracts. This is the highest contract I can really go with this $1,000 drawdown. So it's almost like what RP Prophet said in his latest video. You have to get like 20 funded accounts, evals. You're gonna fail 12 of them. You're left with 8, and then out of those, maybe you're gonna blow 6, and then you're left with 2, and then maybe you pass one of those and you get a payout. And if you do, that first payout's $1,500, maximum $1,500. And so if you get a $1,500 payout, then it pays for the, I guess it would be $600 in evals, and then you would have, I don't know, I mean, it's really, I have to do the math, but it's a numbers game, and you're going to fail some. That's the point. And the question is your trading good enough to where you're consistent enough to steadily make little gains consistently to get payouts? You know, a big $1,000 win doesn't really do you justice, because one, you're risking too much, and then two, you only need 250. You can only get a maximum payout of $1,500. So you got to have. There is a consistency rule too. Is you can't have $1,000 win and a bunch of 250s. $1,000 won't count. You only the smaller, more consistent wins will count. So we're just not sure what we want to do today, do we? We're still in profit. I feel like now we're getting to the point I should just go back to my old strategy, because we're not really moving down. We still got some good downward signals, however, in 27 minutes my daily bias is going to flip to going up unless we make a big move down. We have 27 minutes on this candle, and it is kind of a tweezer bottom candle as well. We just made all-time highs up there. See, I could have taken $50 a couple times here. And now we're going up. So, I don't know. I got to think about what my strategy is. I think the most likely thing is to do this fair value gap entry and exit. And just make sure I follow that. Do manually exits. Do not do stop losses. Because as we saw, I would probably, if I would have continued with my strategy, I probably would have been, probably had about $800 right now, just the way the market's moving. So I think I do need to go heavier. I have been trying to pass this eval very light, but I think I need to go heavy, blow a couple accounts. But I had been consistent enough. If you've seen my previous streams, I've had been pretty consistent. However, you do get emotional when you start trading when something's on the line. So you want to get that. You want to pass the eval. You want to. Once you pass the eval, you're like, it's precious because you work so hard to pass it, and then you're doing stupid stuff and blowing your account as well. So I don't know, I've got to find some happy medium on my strategy and have some clear guidelines and rules, and kind of stick to that. So when I didn't stick to my rules, it's like a deer in the headlights when the emotional side kicks in. That you really have to manage your emotions. All right. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Kind of made like a lower high at this point. So we have like, we made a higher high, lower low, lower high. We were making a higher low, higher high, higher low. Then we made that lower high. Now we're making a higher high again. So looking down. Nice little pushback off that. I like that. Question is, should we get out? Should we take the profit? Should we get out? I kind of want to play out this break and retest, even though we are getting less and less likely that this is going to play out based on the price action. See, I could have taken profit 20, maybe 20, 10, 40, maybe $100 right there. And we had this one too. I could have taken this one. If I would have got my initial take profit, which I would have, instead of getting whipped out with the stop loss, I would have probably been at 350. Little wins here. I would have taken the trade down. I don't know. I don't know. I need to pick a strategy really and stick with it. I had been mainly recently just kind of instinctively looking at market structure, the way the volume is, the way the market's moving, and trading now. Right now I'm trading a kind of a system approach where it's not really instinctive, it's more just rule-based approach. And here we're going to go. We're going to test it again. We're kind of making a bit of a... We got two bullish candles now. If you got three bullish candles on the 1 minute, it's like you have a trend. It's going to go up to some degree. If you saw it, three here, made a big push down. That's a big span. Three, we made a big push up. Three, it's like here's where it's consolidating, even though it's making clear direction, but it comes off of three candles in a row. So if we start to see three bullish candles in a row, I'm going to get nervous here. Got 40 seconds left on this candle. So we could reject off this midline again. We're going to see. If not, then we'll probably blow the account. But had I been doing my old strategy, I would have been probably at 800. Who knows? Maybe $800. But I'm trying to be a little more patient. Stick to some sort of guideline so that way I don't find myself in these huge losses. Alright, now we're down to about $100. We only have 300 in the distribution drawdown. We've not even tested that midline yet. We're just pushing up against it. Okay, we're kind of making a trend up now. Okay, we've got buyers popping in here at the midline. Big buyers. We're going up. We're going to blow the account. We got an aggressive burst and we have the momentum shift. Now we got sellers popping in here. What's going to happen? We got a lot of sellers popping in, protecting that midline. We made a fair value gap going up. We have not closed above. We need to see this close below in the next 47 seconds. We're making ways up to the stop loss. We've got an aggressive buy in there. Volume is more than the previous candle so far. We need to really see a rejection We got 25 seconds to close underneath. Otherwise, we'll go to the 5 minute and see if we're going to close above that. Let's see what the 5 minute's doing now. Okay, so this 5 minute has to close. It has to reject. If it closes above, then we're going up. Most likely. So we got 4 minutes on this candle. We need to see it reject. If it doesn't hit our stop loss first. So we're actually in a long trade because of our indicator here. This is like a long signal, but we're kind of in the middle of two different strategies now. This is not looking good. 38 seconds. So we closed above on the 1 minute. And we got 3 minutes and 30 seconds to whip back down in a big way. Which it doesn't look like it's happening. We had a big aggressive sell burst here, but then it kind of fizzled out. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit movement down. We've not actually solidified this 5 minute fair value gap, so that could be in the next 3 minutes it could be taken out, which would be a good sign if we could invert that. We did have another little pop of sells there, but that's gotten absorbed. This is like a play-by-play method of watching the charts here, and I think the more I do this, the better I will understand the patterns of the price action here. Two minutes left. Two minutes left to really wick down and give us something. Move down. Momentum's not bad. It's in the green here. Kind of rounded and bend a little bit on the 1 minute, but this might just be a pullback before it goes up higher. Got a minute and 16 seconds. So after all that, getting stopped out, price went up. It went up higher. It continued to go higher. And that's the disappointing part. But we do still have a lot of sell signals. I mean, this right here alone makes me want to take sells. We got all times highs up there. 23 seconds. Not gonna happen. 15 seconds. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna close below. 1 hour closes in 15 minutes. Alright, we're gonna get out of this trade. I'm out. It's probably going to shoot down. Okay, I'm taking a long now. And we'll take it up to 7.4. We got an equal high here, just broke that high. Did I blow my accounts? Oh, no. Okay, we got a lot of, what was that? Cells pushing up. Big push up. Okay. This is looking better now. Big fair value gap up there. 1 hour's now shifted up. No, this could be the end of this candle though. 13 minutes left to make a new one. Now the other thing we want to look at is our exit is, do we make a fair value gap to the downside? That's our exit. We've inverted that fair value gap. Okay, we're getting out of the hole again. Based on what I've seen is, I want to use my strategy, like I should be getting out of here, like if I use my strategy and just re-entering, but we made a fair value gap, that's an entry. Alright. I'm gonna blow this account. Just for the shit of it. It's going down now. Of course. There it is. Blowing the accounts. Did it again. It's okay. It's okay. See, now it's gonna go back up. Well, that's it. So